Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. It is now almost 1:10. I've just finished my lunch and I've been crocheting all morning. I'm now on with my knitting, and I'm just doing this while I'm talking because I'm going to have a little tutorial just to finish this the sleeve, but I have to be filming this to finish this part of the tutorial because that'll be all the 5 pieces, and I'll just have to do the colour on, but that's for my Just Knitting channel. And when I do that, after that, I will be doing the bands down the front and the collar before I do any of the sewing up, because when I do knitting, I don't sew anything up until after I've done all the knitting that I can that has to be done on something. So I will probably finish that and may go straight on to the showing how to pick the bands up, and the collar will take quite a while because it's quite a number of rows. But I'm just doing a little bit of this one while I'm talking, while I'm doing the video, because I can't do any of that because I have to film what I'm doing for the tutorial. But I'm not doing a tutorial for this, but this one here, if anyone is interested, I think there is a tutorial for a 16-inch on my Just channel somewhere. But this is just for the picture for my pattern that I want this done anyway. That's what I'm doing these for. The one that Sammy's wearing, this one, and this one will be on the picture on the pattern when I get them all finished. And that one's already spoken for, so that one will be going into the post when I get the picture done. But you know, I was at my bingo last night, and me and my friends practically wiped them out. We had a very good night last night. We started off first with Molly. She won a £20 house, but she only got £10 because somebody else shouted at the same time. So she had to share it, so she got £10. But she was happy because she hasn't won for ages, Molly. She was just thinking, she's saying, I think I'm never going to win here again. And then it happened. And you know, I get the books for me and Molly. Anne usually goes and gets her own because we get a book with 9 games in. And as Molly's not very steady on her feet, I always go and get Molly's books because it's quite a walk across the room and that and back for her. When Molly does have to walk over, she usually walks around all the tables and holds onto the chairs and the tables and all that till she gets where she's going, so it's easier for me to go and get the book for her. I wouldn't want her to have an accident and fall down or something, which she does quite a lot. Oh, she's had accidents before. So when I always give her the book, I hand the 2 books and say, tell Molly, pick which one you want. And we'll have a laugh because she always says, well, if you win, I'll call you. She says, you can call me if I win. So I called her when she won. And then, I don't know if it was the next game or the game after, but Anne won. She won another £20 house. So that's me and Anne share. Molly keeps her own to herself because she used to share with her sister, but like as her sister passed away, she just stays by herself. But me and Anne always share, so that we had £10 each. And then we went on another one lot of games. We pay 3 games, I think. No, we play 6 games where it's £5 a line and £20 a house. And then we have 2 games where it's £5 a line and £40 a house. And then the last game in the book is a very large one, is over £100 normally. And then we do a flyer at the end of the night where not everybody stops back for that one because we pay the £3 for just 1 ticket. That's what the other ones, we cost £9 for the book with 9 games in. So anyway, after Molly won, Anne won, and then I won one of the larger houses. I won the £40, and we could hear the murmurs around the room. They always, I don't know why, but they always pick on me. I could hear the murmur, it's her over there again. I said, I haven't won for flaming ages. Then we went on to the other games, and we had a what we call not one of the bingo games. It's like separate tickets we buy for £1 each, and the key draw. I'm trying to think of the things. They call it the key draw, where they have a box where half of the money goes into the box and we can win £1,500, or the other half each week. Each week that money adds up, and we have to pick a number between 1 and 30, and that number comes down each week. If nobody wins it, the number comes down each week. So I think one time it ended up with 4 numbers, only 4 numbers left. So we pay £1 for those tickets, and Anne won that, and she got £140. She won £140, so we had £70 each. And then we went on to one of the other games. I think it was the last game in the book, where it's the best, we call it the best game, because you always win the most money on that one. And I won that one. I got £120. So that was £60 each. The key draw one, Anne was worth £70 each, and then I won the £120 one, so another £60 each. And when we get the last, it's a flyer. It's called the last game, the separate game we play. We always go up for the tickets after the other games have played, and like I'm saying, not a lot of people stop back for it. But it was my turn to go up and get the tickets, and as I get my ticket, Anne's ticket, and Molly's ticket, the 3 of them. And I went up to get the tickets, and Chad, who sits at the desk where he's selling the tickets, when I come, I say to him, I want 3 tickets, one for me, one for Anne, one for Molly. And he said to me, do you not think you've won enough the night? I said, no, we haven't. I'm going to win this one as well. And he says, oh, don't count your chickens. We played that game and I won it. You know, the silence in that room, you could have heard a pin drop. And then out of that silence, somebody saying, I might have known. So I won £100 for that game. So me and Anne, between us, had over £200 to go home with that night, last night. So we were, as the saying goes, quids in. So that was our night at the bingo. But while we were there, like I'm saying, I took this tin because I couldn't take the other thing, the tutorial thing I was doing, because I wanted that for the tutorial, and I didn't want to take anything big like my cardigan that I'm doing, because there's too many mistakes you can make when you're talking to people and all that. I couldn't do that on my knit and natter or any other time, because there's too many things to remember across the row. So I just took this, and Molly was looking at it. Oh, I've never done that pattern before. And I said, oh, it's very easy, Molly. And of course I showed her, and when she said, oh, she says, we're dropping stitches. I says, it's easy, you just drop the stitches and then you pick them all up with the 5th stitch below. I says, when you're dropping the stitches down, I says, you just keep your finger on that 5th stitch so it can't go down any further, and then you put the needle in and pick all them stitches up there. Oh, it doesn't matter, she see. She could probably do it because she's a very good knitter, Molly. She's nice. They're always nice what she does. But Anne started talking, and she says, Anne is busy knitting for our knitting natter. She's doing one of my little cardigans, the V-neck mock 3x1 mock rib. And she's saying to me, I'm nearly finished the last sleeve, she says, so I'll have the band to do all round the front. How do you pick up the band? She says, there's loads of stitches. I says, well, it's just, you just pick the stitches up all the way around. But she says, there'll be too many stitches, I'll not get them all on my needle. I says, well, split it in half. I says, just do up to the half of the back on one side, and then do the other side up to the back of the neck. I says, and and then just stitch the seam up on the back if you can't do them all. But I says, either that, I says, I could use a circular needle like I use, I says, and go all the way around. She says, oh, but you know what you're doing. I says, well, it's easy enough, you've got all the stitches there. But she says, how do I know how many stitches to pick up? I says, well, it tells you on the pattern how many stitches all the way around. But she says, how do I know how many stitches where? Molly was sitting killing herself laughing at me, and she's saying to me, you know what it is? She says, you're going to end up doing that band for her on Monday. I says, I'm not just going to do it herself. So I told her, I says, look, this is what I do. I says, I put a stitch marker where the V, like the on the V, where the V starts from there to up to there, on both sides. I says, and then I count how many stitches I pick up from the band up to the V, and I write that down. I says, it might not be exactly what it says in the pattern, because I says it depends on what your tension's like. Your tension's different to mine. I says, you just pick up, count how many stitches from the band up to the V, write it down. I says, and then count. I mean, Molly was sitting, she says to me, I'm going to pee myself in a minute, aren't you? She says, and I says, and then when you get to the band, I says, count how many stitches you pick up from the V there up to the top. She says, but what about the stitch? I says, well, you know how many stitches you've left on the sleeve. You know how many stitches is on the back. If you're only going to do half, just half the stitches on the back. But she says it's an odd number on the back. Oh, I says, well, just do an odd number on one side and an even number on the other side. And then I says, do the same down the other side. Just count how many stitches down to the V, and then how many down the V to the bottom. Oh, I'll just bring it in. You can sort it out for us. I'm not sorting it out for you. Do it yourself. I says, you've got to learn. Molly says, I can see you killing her. Molly says to me, don't bother bringing any of your knitting in, because she says, between Anne and Shirley, you never get anything done yourself. I says, no, I don't, Molly. I says, I'm gonna leave. I says, if Shirley wants to do anything, I says, you can help her. I says, I'm gonna help Anne. Well, laughing that was going on, and Anne was sitting there with her face. She was dead serious as well, you know. She's, you two are always making fun of me. She says, we're not making fun of you, Anne. I says, you make fun of yourself. But she says, there's far too many stitches. Why didn't you just do it as a button up? I can do them. I says, Anne, I don't make the patterns to suit you. I says, I make them to suit other people. I says, if you wanted it buttoned up, I says, you shouldn't have done the V. I says, you should have just done up to use one of the other patterns so you know how many stitches to do for a round neck. And that was my Thursday. Yeah, I can't believe that woman. And then she says, well, I'm telling her, I says, just buy a circular needle. But she says, but I'll never ever use it again. I says, but you might if you do another V-neck one sometime. Dear me, I can't. You know, talk about Molly peeing herself laughing. So you do. So that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll let you know what happens on Monday. Who ends up doing that band on Anne's cardigan. So, bye for now.